Hi, my name is Shez, and you're watching Project Food Garden. Um, the weather has been really unpredictable here in the last few days. We have had touch about 20 degrees plus, and from today the temperature has dropped down to 13 degrees. So, bottom line, take care of all the sensitive plants in your garden. When I say sensitive, the plants which cannot tolerate a lot of heat. So, on another note, today's episode is about, you can see in the background, we have got the strawberry patch. So, all those people who have watched the first episode of the vertical planter that we have built will quickly show you now how it looks like and how much progress we have made on that front. So, let's go and give you a quick look. So, in the last episode that we had shown you, we showed you about the weeding, pruning, and giving nitrogen, which is AKA the coffee grounds, to your plants. So, today we'll show you how the fruit is setting now. A lot of people asked me on the social media that how come the vertical planter is loaded with fruit now. So, just an FYI, we started building this planter in the month of June in winter. And because of the fact that we had loads of strawberry plants, we didn't have to go to a store to procure them. So I initially had set up everything, and this planter was up and running by 25th of July. So in the last week of July, it was up and running. So August, September, October, now we are in November. So it has been 90 days. And let's show you on that note what kind of fruit is setting in the vertical planter and how beautiful it looks. So we thought of giving you a quick review of our strawberry patch after the maintenance, where I have done the weeding and pruning, and I've sorted out a few things on the patch as well. So if you can see here, it is still blossoming. The fruit is setting in really nicely, and I had to sort a few things out, but you can see the fruit is setting up really nicely. I'm quite chuffed with the amount of fruit that we are getting. Take a look at this. This is just absolutely brilliant. If I would give you a shot of the other side, there we go. So it's doing quite well, if I would do say so myself. Let's move on. So while I'm showing you the fruit and the progress of the patch, you can also see that there is not an inch of weed on these plants, in the patch. Take a look at this. Beautiful. This is just absolutely amazing how these plants are fruiting, and we have just entered into the first week of November. So the overall progress, I'm quite happy with it. There you can see lots of fruit. Let's move on. I have done the pruning, and I have sorted out a few compartments where the fruit was going down into the dirt, so I have to push it on the outside like this so it can hang. And there are different sizes of the berries. If I could show you, you can see here, there you go. They're different sizes because the timing of the blossoming was different for each plant. As you can see, the fruit is setting up nicely. The bunches are really good. There we go. This is a different kind of strawberry as compared with this one, and as compared with this one. The fruit on this plant is also quite tiny at the minute, but it's fruiting really, really well. If I could show you, the bunches are all on the inside as well. If I could focus on that. There we go. And some of them are turning color as well, as you can see. Yep. So let's move on. So there you go. Different sizes. Let me give you another view of that. There we go. So the sizing and the fruiting cycle is different because these are all different kinds. and I've pretty much forgotten about who's who and what's what in the patch. All I care about is this amazing fruit that will be ripening in the next few weeks. As you can see, lots and lots of fruit setting in, and there we go, and there we go. We have comparatively a little less fruiting in the bottom aisle, but it's not that bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it's looking in the first week of November. Let's carry on. So before we leave for the conclusion of the video, you can see that there are no dead leaves on these plants. So make sure when your plants are fruiting, they would need proper care. We had given them nitrogen about 10 days ago, and you would need to stay on top of the weeding and the pruning. As you can see, some plants were creating runners, which were taken care of, by the way. So there is a leaf which is turning color, so you got to get rid of leaves like these so the plant can stay in top shape. As you can see, I've just done it today. Maybe I missed out a few, which is good, so I can show you. There you go. Leaves like these, you just need to get rid of them, and make sure that you do give them nitrogen every month. I mean, I've kept it like a monthly cycle, so it's pretty much and by the way, the watering routine needs to be really religious if you want the fruiting to be really good, and if you want the conversion of the fruit, and if you want it to get to a harvesting stage really well, make sure you feed the plants really well. So as you can see, once again, this is looking really good. There are no dead leaves, and the plants are doing really well. So let's move on to the conclusion of the video. Look at that. That is just amazing. So things to remember before we conclude the video. You have to stay on top of pruning the plants. Make sure you get rid of all the dead leaves. If the plants are throwing lots of runners, cut them off if you don't want any extra plants. And last but not the least, give nitrogen once a month. That is my recipe. You may differ with that, but I've seen that it has given me amazing results. And so far, I have bought the strawberry fertilizer that I spoke about in one of the earlier episodes. So I would administer that with the same apparatus which is used for the spraying, because this is comparatively a compact convention of planting your strawberries. So I don't need to use any big apparatus to administrate the fertilizer on that. So make sure you've done the pruning. Make sure weeding is not an issue. Today I had shown you between the footages that it's very neat and clean. I mean, there's not an ounce of weed in the patch. So this is pretty much a wrap for this episode. We'll try and cover the harvesting phase. I'm not going to promise you anything. We are snap freezing all the strawberries that we are harvesting, and apparently it's not possible for me to capture all the harvest bits of the strawberries, because if anybody in the house walks out and they see a ripened strawberry, they will just scoff it down. I'm just saying this on a lighter note, but we are snap freezing them. What are we going to do with them? Loads of things: jam, jellies, tarts, strawberry crumble, and strawberry fruit cake. Loads of things that you can do with the strawberries. So how you guys are getting on with your planters and your vertical beds and your raised beds, let us know in the feedback, and we'll come back to you apparently with another episode. I know a lot of people have asked me about when are we doing the tomato patch. It is still work in progress. There is this thing called hardening your tomato plants before you get them out into the patch. So we are going through the hardening phase. I've done a few prototypes in the patch. They're doing quite well right now, and when we'll transfer them over, we'll do a quick video for that as well. And on that note, wherever you are, have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, and night. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.